There are 3 different ways to use complementary colors, and I'm going to show you how. Michelle Manriquez from Drop That Brush, and I want to help people who are non-artists become artists. Please like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Let's define complementary colors. They're on the other side of the color wheel. So if this is one side, directly crossed is going to be complementary. Learning how to mix complementary colors will allow you to make harmony and a mood in your paintings. There are 3 common methods for using complementary colors. The first one is to tone down a shade. So if it's too vibrant, it just tones it down. Adding a complementary color will increase the vibrancy of the opposite color. Let's mix 50 Shades of Gray. First, I want you to understand that all grays and browns are a mixture of yellow, red, and blue. So I can use anything. And if we use some kind of yellow, red, and blue, we're gonna get a gray or a brown. So this is yellow. The complement of yellow. Violet is a mix between what? Blue and red. I can make colors by allowing things to mix on the paper, and it will allow you to get gray without really working with it. So this is Quin Orange, and this is Cobalt Blue. So I have these. Now let's talk about it. This is a primary, right? This is a mixture of yellow and one of the reds. So again, red, blue, and yellow will produce some either a gray or, but I just want you to know, so I can use any mixture. Some are prettier than others, so it depends upon what you're using. So when I mix these two, it's really, to me, it's kind of an ugly color. But there's my gray color. Now, how I handle it, because I like it pretty. I'm just, I like color. I mix it like this. Just trying to find a spot. So I might put this in, and then I might put a little of this in, and then I put a little of this in, and I take a little of this in. I'm still mixing it, but I'm mixing it on the paper. So I get some warms, some colds. I can move it around. And that way you don't have just this very flat color, Some will be warmer, some will be cooler. This is wrong. Can you see that? That is so the wrong blue shade. Let me pull that back out because that was not supposed to be. I was looking for cobalt. See, even I mess up. All right. If I made it get thicker, let's see what that does. So if you want to do gray, but make it a pretty gray, rather than doing a very yucky color, I'm just gonna move this a little bit. I still get gray, but it has mixture. So I'm gonna give you another wonderful color. So if I mix yellow, blue, and I kind of just keep mixing it, to me, this is a yuck color. I don't like it at all, but it's gray, all right. So here it is. It's gray. think I'm a little, can you see it's more tinted to the, if I can bring it down to that. Oh, there we go. More blue tone. This is a more, there you go. So, or you could do this. So you see how it looks when it gets a little lighter. Now, some people love these, but it's just not my thing. So how I handle this is I'm gonna put a little water. I'm gonna use the same colors. They're no different. I'm just gonna put them in here, and then I'm going to move that. And I'm gonna give you just a little movement. And if I think, oh, and I can move this, and I think it's too rosy tint, so I'm just gonna throw in some more. And maybe I'll put it here, a little here. And then I just mix it again. I will still get gray, but it'll be this pretty gray. And so, you know, it's all on what you like. But you can mix, if you have the 3 primaries, you can mix a gray, no problem. When you step back, once it dries, you will find that you get the feeling of gray with beautiful colors. And it actually looks gray. It's amazing. In particular, if it's a little lighter. Let me just make this a little lighter. Got a little bit darker here. Oop, still went too dark. Just happens, man. See, I'm able to do everything that I do here just by moving it and allowing it to move around. All right, I'll let that dry. Just the walkthrough of how to mix, if you want to mix, and how to tone down your colors. Pretty red. But say it's too vibrant. You want it to be a little cooler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another pile out. It's this one. Okay, I like this one. This has more value than that by some, just a little bit. And so I'm going to make this a little lighter. So I'm going to shove this over here. And I'm just going to take a little bit. And I've just toned it down some. Maybe a little bit more. I toned it down a lot. And tone it a little bit more. First, let's go ahead and mix in between. Now this particular green gives me brown, basically. Some of the greens, if you use phthalo green, you will get black. So it all depends upon, that's another reason why you want to look at this, because you never know what, and see, I actually don't get, all I get is a brown in the middle. It's a pretty brown. All right, so let me come over here, and we're going to use just a little bit. Didn't take much to calm that down. And a little bit more. And I don't think it'll be much more, and we'll kick right back into that brown. So, you know, these are pretty. These would be kind of an olivey tone. This happens to be Quin Burnt Orange, and this is Cobalt Blue. Now, this is what it comes up to if we mix it right there. It's down the color. Let's go this way. So it kind of darkens it, which is nice. So if you're looking for it to darken, this is what tells me, oh, I can use that to darken it a little bit. I can get way dark on this. I probably just skipped a step or two. But look at this, it's quite different than that actual gray that we get. So let me still get a little more. Okay, and here's the gray. Let's do it the other way. I'm gonna go ahead and start with clean pile. And I'm just gonna do a little bit. Just calm it down. Wow, that went way down. Used too much. Let me see if I got it. Okay. No, but it really just goes down that quickly. And I'm pretty sure this goes straight into that color. So it just calms that blue way down. But this is beautiful. Look at that. Use blue. But I want you to see what happens when we're still doing complementaries. Blue to Quin burnt sienna. But I'm going to use a different kind of blue. Let's see what happens. Because it's huge difference as to which one you use. Now, this is a warm blue. And this is a warm color also. What happens if I do with Phthalo blue, which is a cold blue? Okay. And because it's very, very bossy, I'm going to really make it thin, very tea strength. And over here, I'm going to make it much thicker. And that's one of the things nobody talks about. That's really, it's important to understand tea to chowder and whether things are bossy or not, because that people adjust this based on the color. So, okay. Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna take this. Oh, that's a different color, totally different, right? In fact, I wonder if I put too much in too fast. Okay, wow, huge difference. All right, we're gonna use a little bit more. I think I have to have a little bit more. All right, well, what am I getting? I'm looking at this and I'm gonna have a green. Isn't that interesting? Let me see if I can make a gray. I'm not even sure I can get a gray. Let's see. Let's go a little here and a little here and I'm a little here. Come on. I get a very nice brown, green, gold. That's very pretty, but that's certainly not gray, is it? I can probably, let me just add a little. I would say that's the middle between. Is a very nice brown with green shading. So you don't even get gray when I'm using this. So it depends upon what you're looking for. This time we're doing the opposite. I'm going to take that beautiful color, I'm going to give it a little more oomph and just kind of okay, I'm trying to get a little bit. Okay. It goes straight to green, man. Oh, that's an interesting color. Kind of a gray green. No, that's the same color. I think that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna run right back into this. Oh, but there's some pretty greens here. And they're very natural greens. This would be like a sea green. But you can see changing to cool color makes a huge difference on what your mixes are gonna be. So this becomes brown, this gets a nice gray. So you need to check out what you have because they change depending upon it. It's not as simple as, okay, I am going to do orange to blue. Well, there's different kinds of blues and you can see it makes a difference. Certainly it tones down colors. When you have a vibrant color, let's say red, and I'm gonna use coral red. If I take a coral red and its complement is, it's phthalo blue, but it's Debating which one it is. We're gonna go with that. This is a compliment. That will pop. If I put this around, in fact, I will go with that one. If I put this around that color, that will make that color more vibrant. Look at how beautiful that looks. And it just pops the color. If you have a green grassy field and tulips, it will really pop out the colors. They will be very vibrant, more vibrant than they are naturally. Another thing you can do, if you have this color, I can make this on paper, but mainly this, mainly using grays around it. And that will also pop up that color. So if you put a very vibrant color, that pops out that color. This really pops out the color too. And so those are some ways you can use complements to make it more exciting. And you can see how I did that. That's my version of mixing complementary colors, because I don't do it here. I do it on the paper. I just think it's prettier. Nothing dramatic, but it's something to think about when you're painting. Is, do you want it to be a same color, or do you want it to be a mixed color? I want to show you with these colors, because they really show color bias nicely, which is Cobalt Blue and Quin Burnt Orange. I'm just going to, just so you know what color we're using. Okay, so if I was gonna take this and mix it, okay, we'll say we're gonna mix it, which I don't love to do, but that's fine, whatever. All right, so I'm gonna mix it, okay? I can choose to make that either more blue or more orange, and it's still, I don't think I got it good. And you can see, I can make it, so you can actually see one side is more blue, one side is a little more orange. So you can choose what kind of gray you want. So let's talk about it. Why would I care? I mean, they're both, you know, gray, good enough. When I look at this, that is a very warm color. This is very grayed down, and this is really cool. So you can actually see this is warm. Right next to it is cold. Why would I use a cool or a warm? Well, it depends on what you're looking for in the area. Maybe you're using this gray in your focal area. Then you may be interested in making it pop by using the opposite in the color wheel. So if you have a barn and the barn has a lot of orange colors in it, then you can pop the gray to make the barn pop more. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave a comment below. Do you have any unusual complementary mixes? Let me know. I'm interested. Comment below. Gray can be beautiful. I hope that was helpful today. So here I am, when I don't know what I'm doing and I'm thinking about it. Always a problem when you're thinking about it. Drop that brush, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. You have a wonderful day. Bye.